Mr. Olwol George is a resident of Ireda Shambalira Municipality Council. He discovered that he had diabetes after he had a wound on his leg that kept increasing, that resulted into a loss of over 9 million shillings. I went to Mulago over 3 times, Mbale, and at last I came to Lira. On reaching Lira, that's when Dr. Ochero of Lira Hospital discovered that I was suffering from diabetes, and I had suffered from it for long. I then requested the doctor so my leg could be amputated because of the unbearable pain. I was given a form that I filled, applied before, and I was taken to the theater 45 minutes later. At Lira Hospital, I didn't pay any money except 6,000 shillings that I used for buying some medicine for myself. It took me over 30 years without realizing that I was diabetic, and I wasted a lot of money in the quest to know what was happening to me. I had a big wound that was eating up my leg. When I moved to Mulago Hospital, they explained that I had tropical cancer, which wasn't true. Whenever I sat, flies gathered around me. People even feared me and would throw away every tissue that I used due to the stinking smell I had. At this moment, I moved to Lira Hospital, where I was diagnosed with diabetes. I am now 65 years old, and I've had diabetes for over 55 years. 30 years before I knew, and 20 after knowing that I was sick. My leg was cut twice. The first time it was done, I developed pus on the remaining part of the leg that led to the second amputation. I have so much pain on my upper limb that was amputated, and it spreads to the rest of my body. I feel paralyzed in my legs and cannot feel or have the sense of touch. I only walk because I have strength and commitment. The sky is healed, but what bothers me is the pain that is on the upper part of my leg, which spreads to the other parts of my body. My greatest problem is food, but otherwise, when I discovered that I was diabetic, I felt better because now I can even walk. Before, I couldn't even walk because I didn't know even what was wrong with me. But my greatest problem is how to get food and water and finances in case I fall sick of diseases like malaria, among others. Because I'm alone at home with no one to help me, it's very hard to survive in urban settings without money. All I do is sit due to my condition. I keep moving from one corner of the compound to the other with nothing much to do in my state. I go to the hospital where they test me and prescribe drugs for me, and that is the government hospital, which is Lira Hospital. They usually test my blood sugar monthly. Sometimes my blood sugar is high, sometimes it's low, and sometimes I'm just fine. Nowadays, I don't have such issues like fainting or losing sense. Though I have no collaborations, I can't lie. I don't get any help from anyone except a few people. My daughter is in primary 4, and they need beans and posh at school, but I cannot afford. I wish there would be someone to help me sponsor her education, because on my own, I cannot do it. I am barely able to do much. Some years ago, some whites from South Africa promised that they would give me an artificial leg at the cost of 3 million, but it's now long. I haven't got any feedback, and it's very hard for me to raise 3 million shillings. All I use is this wooden clutch that helps me move around whenever I need help.